Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet and we're back here for our ETS2 playthrough with the Custard Haulers and our fantastic truck. We are in APP Logistics, we'll call it for now, in Madrid, southern Madrid. We're going to be coming out of there and we are going to be heading towards Portugal. We're going to be taking some goat's cheese. Yes, this is full of goat's cheese. It is going to stink. Hopefully it has been refrigerated. And we're going to be driving down south through what looks like, and I don't know 100% know this, looks like quite barren countryside in as much as there's very few cities in this area. Let's have a look at the map. So this is the route we are going down here. We're going to be coming past Almaraz, but then coming down this road here, the A5, onto the A66, heading down towards Sevilla. But you can see there isn't just nothing here. So I'm expecting this to be either really barren or maybe quite pretty. I don't know which it's going to be. We've got some photo ops to pick up. We've got some scenic viewpoints to pick up when we get closer to our destination. So let's get out there. We'll start with just having a little bit of a chat because we do have some photo opportunities to pick up very early on in this drive. So yeah, this one is going to be a fun one, I think. How do we actually get out here? Right, are we going this way? I think we go okay, I think we take a left here. It's a slightly weird one. Not a lot of, oh no, that I thought that was a big wall, but looks like we can get through here. And then there's a lot of room here. Another sort of distribution company here. I don't know if it's all part of the same place. Nobody here at all. And we will head out of this. I thought it was going to be a lot harder to get out, but that's been absolutely fine. Right. There we go. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Portugal's like. In the game. Yeah, I have been to Portugal. I think when I was a lot younger, and also been to Lisbon once, much more recently with work, which was a very nice city. It was a very nice city. We actually stayed in a place which, if you've seen the Grand Budapest Hotel, it kind of felt a little bit like that. It was like, once upon a time this place would have been very grand, but those times had gone. A long time ago. It was a place from the 70s with like mustard wallpaper and things like that. So on the right side we've got our first scenic viewpoint. This is a good one actually. We hopefully be able to see this because I think it's the Bernabeu. So the Real Madrid's stadium. I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of on the outskirts of Madrid, but it feels quite a long way out. Can you actually go into the Bernabeu? Is that? Yeah, we can't go in there, but we'll take a little photo. There it is. It is Madrid Football Stadium. For some reason, they don't call it the Bernabeu, but there we go. We just want to sneak in here. There's another one just over the way. So what we might do is just round here. We might just do a little bit of a like mini time lapse and then find our way there. Right folks, just up there on the right, I think we'll just try and take a photo of that if I can press the right button. It looks like there's some sort of castle up there. It is, and the Makeda Castle. Can't really see a great view of it here, but we'll try and just see if we can see a better view of it maybe from the other direction. I don't think we'll be able to get up here, but we are going up a hill, and there's a chance just on the right side here, if you were to come off here and look backwards, we get a much better view of what this looks like. So let's have a look. Oh, there it is. That's a better one. What a lovely shot that is. So the Makeda Castle. Know nothing about that. I know Spain has got a rich history in terms of in terms of conquest and going overseas, and probably with its army. I know King Franco, wasn't it, was the chief of Spain, or the king of Spain for a long. Was it? No, it was General Franco, wasn't it? He was like the chief of the Spanish armies, wasn't he? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about Spain, other than for a long time the Brits had a thing with Spain in terms of naval battles, but actually battles on land I know a lot less about. I don't know also how Portugal and Spain, whether they were ever one country, or whether that's and when they were no longer one country. I know nothing about. There's so much, you do these drives and stuff, and you realise how little you know about world history. We're always sort of told about our own history, and we always have a good idea about that, but you look at the ATS save I'm doing, or any of the sort of the countries we've been in, going around Europe, in Greece recently. Maybe we hear a bit more about the ancient history of Greece, but recent history, I don't know an awful lot about that. I know very little about it. In fact, I know very little about the geography of Greece until I did this. I've never been there. So yeah, it's fascinating. But what we have got, if you look around, it's an interesting mix of quite barren terrain. I mean, we've gone through some really barren terrain, very dry looking everywhere, and now we look like we've got some areas where in the valleys there where it perhaps more artificially it looks a little bit more fertile. But yeah, interesting drive so far. So it's 9 hours 3 minutes was the total driving time, and we have already got a couple of hours into that, and 708 kilometres was the distance to get there. We're already just over 500 kilometres. We've got a city just on the right there, so it's not completely barren lands. I mean, it certainly feels like we're maybe high in a little bit of an elevation here, but we are right in the middle of Spain. It's going to be hot, I imagine, here. But yeah, no, nothing. I know very little about this part of Spain. So if you got any information on that, what do you know about it? What do you know about Spanish military history? Go on, put something on that in the comments. I like to learn stuff. Right, folks, I think this is a perfect opportunity to do a little bit of a time lapse, maybe a slightly longer time lapse as we head south. Just have a quick look before we do that. So we're just coming past Almirez down towards Sevilla, and maybe we come back when we get to this sort of area and we spend a little longer as we go across the coast, the Spanish southern Spain. I don't know if we are. Yeah, I was talking about maybe going down there to look at, because Gibraltar is down there, isn't it? And then we'll pick up these various bits and pieces. We'll obviously come through this city here to pick up this scenic viewpoint as well. So it's going to be a bit of a rich area for collecting stuff. Must be a lot to see there. Right, I'll turn my face off and I'll see you in a little bit. folks, we have travelled from all the way south now to the Spanish coast. Through, I have to say, which was not the most. It was going to be one of the two. It was not the most exciting drive in the world. It was very, very samey, parched countryside most of the way. There were a few towns, but clearly they were not big enough to be recognised in the game. The one town that we did go past, where we picked up some fuel, I think it was Alcaraz. That was actually not a town, that was a nuclear power station, as far as I could tell, so that's why that was in the game. So you can see on the bottom right, we are in need of some sleep. Our bed is almost completely blue, and we do have a place just up on the, looks like it's on the left side there, where we can have a bit of a sleep. We will have a proper snooze and probably get going maybe midday next day on Tuesday, so we'll enjoy the local food down here. Probably, what do they have in southern Spain? They have a lot of fish, don't they? And paella. We'll have a paella. I do love that. That's like the very, very awesome food. It's always a little bit of a risk with the prawns and the shellfish and stuff, because it just, if it hasn't been done properly, but the taste is worth the risk. Very, very good. Anyway, let's go and have a sleep, and when we come back, we will be it'll be tomorrow morning, so I'll see you in a second. Well, as you can see, we've had a little bit of rain over night. A few drops on the window, you can see there. That's where we've stayed. I mean, in the end, we stayed in the cab. Very disappointing. It was shut early, so we weren't able to kind of have something nice to eat. So we had to make do with a pot noodle in the truck. Very disappointing. Hopefully, we can find somewhere nice when we get to Faro. So we're going to head off and down that way. It's just 156 kilometres to go now. We've done the hard bit. We've gone south basically, and now we're going to be heading to the west, which is going to be a lot more interesting. And in terms of the drive, we'll just have a quick look at the map and I'll show you where we are. We're here. We're not going to go and collect that down there. We'll do that when we go into this, pick up this city properly. But we do have a looks like something right on the border. That's got to be something related to the border, hasn't it? And then we've got this photo opportunity there, and then we are going to go through here, through Olhale. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, so we should be picking up a couple of cities. I can't remember exactly where we are. I haven't written that down in terms of the achievement. We're not very far along it in perfect in sort of in all honesty. I mean, there's 51 cities or locations to pick up in the game in Iberia, so it's a lot to do. But we have got a few of the scenic viewpoints already picked up. I think we got 3 or 4 of them done, so there's a lot less than 50 there. So we're working our way nicely towards that goal, and we should be picking up a couple more scenic viewpoints today. But yeah, it certainly feels a lot more lush down here, and I guess it makes sense. On the coast you get a little bit more rain. It's going to be more south and hotter, you'd think. Maybe but then, you know, in the centre of countries things get hotter as well, so I guess it's sort of swings and roundabouts as to which would be the most warm region. I mean, we are getting close to northern Africa here, so it's must be getting pretty warm in those regards. So 87 kilometres to go, just 1 hour 15 to get there. I think it's not a million miles away from this first bit, so we'll still. We've done a long. We did a long sort of break earlier on in the drive, so we'll stay together having a little chat. We're heading towards Faro. place I don't know much about, but I do know that this is a popular tourist destination for Brits. Seems like you'll always see a flight going to Faro. I think there is like a party destination there. Oh my lord! Look at this. How good? Yeah, this is what we're looking at. Yeah, I think it's like a party destination. Is that? That's not my scene at all, as you probably worked out. But is it Falaraki? Is that Greek, or is that something to do with Portugal? But I'm pretty sure this is one of the places Brits go to party. Right, let's take a photo. This is the Guadiana International Bridge. So this is probably... Oh my. So this is a river running between... I don't think we can pick up that scenic viewpoint. It's on the other side, folks. Yeah, so we're going into the Algarve, into Portugal. And it's just there on that left side, and we can't pick it up. That is brutal. Oh no, could we? We might be able to. I think we can. I think we can cut across the lane. We're going to do that because we might as well. See what this is. I'm sure we'll be here at some other point. It's amazing you can do a U-E. Oh Christ, that's not good. No one worry at all. This is we're all in hand. Right, let's see what this is about. So this is the Portuguese Spanish border. You can see there is a little bit of a checkpoint over there. What we got here? So, Grand Tour Guide 3 out of 15. I got less on it. The Guadiana International Bridge. So what river is that runs through there then? It looked quite a significant one. I don't really know. I mean, my river knowledge is mainly in sort of Germany, sort of Central Europe, not out this way. But there we go. There's the border, and that is a quite massive bridge. That is huge. Very, very pretty. And what a day for this to drive over that. I bet that is spectacular. Windows down, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be nice. Oh, lovely shot. Lovely shot as you're going up there. And what is that? Oh, that's the... little sign saying, "Oh, come back to Spain. We want to see you in Spain." Right. Right, so well, I mean, it's nice that there is so few cars on this bridge that's as much as we've got to do. So, okay, so we've picked up those two. So I'm now going to drive into Olhau. And I suspect we'll pick things up. I suspect it's going to look a lot like this until we get there. So we'll have a look what this little town Olhau is like. We'll pick up the scenic viewpoint there and the photo op just over there. Oh, what's that little castle on the hill there, just in front of us? In fact, there's a little bit more than just a castle up there. Something else going on up there as well. It looks like there's like a monument. Something really tall next to it. Don't know what that is. Right, we're going through a... What's this? 6. Oh, that's easy. Why can't all tolls be like that? Okay, so I'll see you when we get into this little town, or Olhau properly. Well, there we go. It didn't take us long. We have entered at least the town limits, city limits. Edge. We'll have still yet to see a house. It's just still got these parched fields, but there we go, just there on the right side, potentially. It just depends which side of the road it goes. Yeah, it looks like we just reached here. This feels a bit more like a coastal city, doesn't it? Or coastal town. Looks pretty nice. Again, looks like that's on the other side of the road. Always helpful. So we'll try and pick that up. So he was on the inside going straight. It makes no sense. Yeah, the ones around the outside. Where are we? It's just over. I thought I could see it somewhere. Just over there. So we'll just go over here. What is this? This looks absolutely mad. It's the city of How. That's a church. I mean, presumably no longer used as a church, but very impressive. Looks like someone's taken it over it with graffiti, but I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I think graffiti can look amazing when it's done well. It just looks terrible when it's done badly, and when it's over stuff that you don't want it to be over stuff. Yeah, it looks. I mean, it's not the most beautiful architecture. Nice little weird block in the middle of there. Massive cube. It's like the Hellraiser cube. Just watching what they're doing on the roundabouts. There doesn't seem to be any rules at all. Just make it up as you go along. Nice, pretty. Very, very pretty. It looks like, is that a fountain that's just not switched on at the minute? Okay. Well, there we go. Easy enough, folks. So that's the city of Al-Hal. Very nice. We've picked it up. So that's. I mean, it said 3. Did it say 3 out of? No, it was 3 out of 14, wasn't it, for the scenic viewpoints? Not in general 3 out of 14 for all the cities. I think we've done a lot more than that. I didn't see where we were for that one. But we'll soon see, because we're going to be picking up Faro in a second. We'll see what this looks like. See if it does look like a party town, or maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe it is a place just like Mallorca or something where people go just to enjoy the sun. So that kind of makes sense as well. I just had something in the back of my mind. It's where it was a bit of a party place. So. Out we go of ooh, oranges, Spanish oranges. Love those sort of little details. And there's Faro almost next door. 5 out of 51 done. It's really taking our time with this, but yeah, I'm enjoying what we've got here. This is fun. So what do we think about Faro? What can we actually see here? Not an awful lot. We're going to go around here. Like this little setup. Very odd. Might get to see a little bit more of... Ooh, that's a red light. Nope, it's a green light. That's a confusing roundabout. I'm completely... Oh, there's the airport over there. Right, delivering to APP. What have we got? It's only a 40. Right, presumably. I don't know. Can we get round there? Doesn't look like we can. So, how do we do this? Is there a route? think almost we've just got to reverse. Okay, this is a 40, but not the easiest, I would suggest. Just got to make sure we squeeze past this one, and then it's the next one over, I think. Is that it? Right, that's better. Right, we can use that now. Oh, Christ. I want to see where I'm going. Right, this is better. So that's a lot easier there. Just being able to drop it in like that rather than kind of doing the blind back thing. I think. Come on. Come on, we got that. Yeah. We got him. We got it. I'll just straighten him up. There we go. Easy times. And here we are. We are in Faro. Another one delivered. We're late. Oh. It wasn't there. I'm not entirely sure why we're late for that, but there we go. We lost a little bit of XP for that, but we still got 611, so we're still working nicely towards the level 40. No issues with the drive itself. It was just that I guess we shouldn't have slept twice. I didn't check the time, in all honesty. So we're in Lisbon now. Sorry, we're in Faro now, and I think what we'll do over the next couple of episodes, unless we do maybe one of the other things that we've got going, but the next couple of episodes where we are looking we're doing stuff with this truck, we will explore Portugal a bit and see what we can find. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.